Sure.
Because you're flowing, bro. So why not record it?
Yeah, sure. I don't know about the sound, but I'm in the car, like
That's
having
fine.
these headsets. Well, however, so my feelings are intense, like every one of them, but I can feel that I can hold space for them. Like I'm not reacting, and at the same time, I'm listening to gene keys. Like you have these, they did with the background sound on Spotify. They have like, I think it's 8 gene keys, the first 8, and it's called Living Wisdom. And I was just tuning into this yesterday, this timelessness, like what's time, what's you know, uh, where can you, how can you handle time? Like just sit with it. Like when you're trying to control life and the outcome of life, you just lose it. You don't acceptance to it. So I just love that little short 60 minutes clip of yeah, it was amazing. And I don't think that much. I'm just going into acting, not reacting, but acting quick on my energy supplies. Like I need to get this over with. Not over with, but I need to start the day by giving off myself to others. So I actually have a lot of resources. And that's like my Gene Key's life purpose is resourcefulness, like having this endless of resource of giving. Um, and also I was hearing, uh, reading a Instagram post where they were saying like, what if you were grateful? Like what happens in your body when you're grateful for others, when you give grace and when you accept this grace? It's like this, the best tool for synergies. Like I'm grateful for you, Mark. I'm grateful for a lot of things. And when I am in grace, I actually start generating energy. Like it's being thankful and being in grace. It's just it is amazing. So that's like the check in for my part.
Yeah.
Like these always the 4 perfections. You start with the body, then the emotions, then the intellectual, and then the spirit. My spirit is like, this is the way for you. This is the way for you to rock and roll. And as long as I feel that your purpose is in line with my purpose, I will just give everything. Like when I give to people energy when they're not in their zone of purpose, they will think that I'm annoying. They will think that uh, they will think that I'm like a humping dog, like get
Knocking
out
on
of
the
my
door.
face. But yeah, just knocking on the door, like hello, I'm gonna give you this. Hello. And that's the thing when I started. Uh, when I started, it's like if you're in your highest purpose, like if you're going 30 miles per hour and you're in line with your purpose, I can give you an extra 100 miles in your efficiency,
Yeah. You're the
generating
generator.
you. Yeah, exactly. A pure, powerful generator, a pure generator. And that's the thing about human design in Gene Keys is that it's so accurate. Like Oscar was telling me about these Gene Keys and me, and like I have, we went through all of them and was like pinpointing the key shadows that I have. Like I don't know the English word when you feel that you're not enough. Like I'm not enough for everybody else,
Yeah. Don't
and you
feel worthy.
struggle. Yeah, the worthy part, and then like the provoker, the struggler. My radiance is like having I network to fill up my batteries. Some
Mhm.
people need stillness. My radiance is like networking with other people. It's in my gene keys, and I understand now that's why it's the part of like what I do. It's like
Mhm.
generating to others my energy, and when people are in their life purpose, they can handle it. But when they're out of line, they will just be provoked by me and start asking questions to themselves, I guess. I hope. Like they're where I'm at
Powerful.
right now. It's a whole new experience for me.
Mm.
It's yeah.
That's powerful, brother. Hey, you're flowing.
Thank you, brother, and thank you for holding space for me. I love that. I loved your podcast yesterday with Matt Gamble. It was really powerful. I also love the human design podcast. It was also really nice. I love your vibe. Your Matt. It's a strong bond. Like I feel it's like me and Oscar in Sweden.
Yeah, yeah. One of the real ones.
I was just typing to him like, "Hello, man. I hear you are a close friend to Mark and and a close friend to Mark is a trustworthy brother to me. Like,
Oh, nice.
love
You
your
said,
pod. Like, yeah, like I was just sending him some appreciating of his like podcast and family and so on, putting it out there.
it's beautiful, bro.
So tell me, where you at? Like, what
Yeah, man.
happened yesterday?
Yeah, I can tell you, like that podcast with Maddie, straight after it, as soon as it finished, I could just feel like my heart was opening up to a new level. Like,
Yeah,
and I just felt like it was intense. And for me, I had to be with it. I had to be in stillness
yeah,
and just sit with it because I was doing things. I was going to read a book, read a page, you know, what I'm going to do, but like there was nothing to do. I was, you know, going to get on social media, but I was like, no, that feels yuck. I'm just going to sit with it because I just held this overwhelming sense of love. And it was just pouring out of me. And it was very similar to the energy that you're expressing to me the day before about how you're just wanting to get in contact. You're like feeling this overwhelming sense of energy.
yeah.
That's how I felt.
Wow, that's strong, man.
Yeah, it was bubbling out.
It's like the ripple effect. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I felt like as soon as you started expressing on this call, I was like, I'm going to record this, hey, because you don't know, you never know where it's going to go.
You know, you don't know where you know where scout the gold. Like the
Yeah.
gold in yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And I love your video because you can always see the sun in the background. It's just like piercing through your camera, just like this shining bright light. It's so nice.
It's the details.
Yep.
Yeah, but keep on going. Where you at? Like
Oh, so right now,
scan your
like,
body. What do you feel in your body? Any pain? Any sensations?
no,
Any
no, just a sense of peace, brother.
pain?
Yeah, just a peace and a sense of alignment with where I am right now. Like I've got my daughter, Marley, our second daughter, and she's just asleep on the dinosaur couch next to me. I can hear her breathing, um,
Oh,
which is so beautiful. Um, yeah, just feel like I'm here. You know, there's nowhere else to be than this conversation with you right now. Um,
wow.
yeah, yeah, bro. No thoughts.
No thought. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Um, and I wanted to share with you what I've got coming up for me in terms of my own program. But I'll definitely, I feel like I might even do it when you go to bed and I wake up first thing in the morning because then you can supercharge me like you did for Oscar.
I actually started translating his transcript from English to Swedish. Like,
Oh, nice.
uh, he sent it to you on Messenger,
Hmm.
like in the drive, and it's 13 pages. And I heard something this Saturday, like uh, when it's peeled simplicity, like you peel off another layer of simplicity, like peel simplicity. I like this word when you like peel an apple or peel a banana, or like just, yeah, peel off the simplicity of things.
Yeah, because he's been doing his program for 6 years. He said he's been working on it.
Yeah, well, for the longest I've been knowing him, he started. He has this portfolio of tools he used that he have been collecting for at least like 30 years or something. Just exploring life, and like he searched that information to give to others, and now he has this package. Like he have done it so good, damn good. He actually getting whoops. He actually getting coached. Wait, there you are.
Back.
He's actually getting coached by a friend of his, and he has his own business, like doing he's doing a program himself. Do you first like 100 I don't think it's 100K, I think it's 10K within 90 days, like building up a community, building up a platform for you to stand on, like as a coach. So he's been training right now to just get in line with his purpose. And I have never seen Oscar in this alignment. Like I provoked him to set up some boundaries against me, like you did. I was telling him like I would love to do this with you, and he was like, "What's the meaning for me?" Like he felt resistance, and when I
Mm,
felt resistance, I was sniffing it up, nagging it in the back, like
yeah.
confronting him, like, "Well, what is this?" And when he like exploded, like, "I see you, Jimmy. I see you bipolarity, where you pendle, and we just put out fires for you. We don't do the proactive work here."
Yeah.
And I would love to do that, but that is a commitment I can't take because it would take time. Like I need to sit down with a program with you to help you get in line with your purpose. And when I felt that, like he was opening his heart, and that's what I'm feeling about you too. When you two guys open your hearts, like taking help from your networks. Like I don't know if you in this zone, but he is in the zone of I'm struggling and I need to do it on my own because I have
Mm,
honor and pride for myself. Like uh, it doesn't matter if he's gonna work himself to death. He's gonna do it by himself. And I felt this struggle, and I felt like I need to do this with him. Like I need to be there for him because I have a lot of because I'm a Gene Key 38. I'm a fighter. Like I'm a light fighter, like warrior of the light. So all my life I have been struggling, fighting for something always. If it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. I've always been like uh, getting my arms dirty, or what you say. And that's what I was feeling with Oscar. Like he has his purpose, and when he's in line with his purpose and starting fighting for his purpose, you like activate me on a so deep level. Like I need to be there for my friend because, as I was telling you yesterday, when I see myself in 10 years from now, and you see these people around me in 10 years, maybe I can see 30% of them. As I was telling you yesterday, that I could feel you 10 years ago. I could feel your energy that somewhere is gonna end up right here in my life, being a soul brother for me. And I don't know the name, the face, or the person, but I know the energy. Like it's calling me like a magnetism. And that's in my gene keys too. Like when I get from I have a gift called magnetism and dynamism. However, like when I'm in the zone, I'm starting to attract things into my life, like being magnetic. And that's what's happening now. Like I'm collecting my soul tribe. Like it doesn't matter if you're in Australia, Africa, or Mexico. It's like if you're, I will feel the connection when we get in touch. And that's when I saw, and I'm sending this message out to a lot of people. If you know the 5 people of the 30 that you want to have in your life in 10 years, you have them right now here in your life. Give them energy. Like
Mm.
that's your tribe. If you can see yourself with somebody for 10 years that isn't your core family, that's fucking, that's a powerful stuff. Like get shit dirty in there, like help them. Don't think about money or like getting things back. Just be unconditionally loving to those relationships, because that's going to thrive when you have that connection in a relations. Like we're in the 2000 now. The 1000 is the one, you know, the king.
Hmm.
I have my kingdom, but now we're in the 2000, like 2022. It's triple twos.
Mm.
And that just means that we are starting to get company here. We don't sit on our thrones. We're starting to collaborate and cooperate with the others. Thank you again for letting me go into this flow. I just love it. Thank you. I actually took your like check-in and was like just pouring out this stuff.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Hey, I think you touched on a lot of powerful things there, Jimmy, of like actually sitting with yourself and asking yourself, who are those ones around you that you can see are going to be in your community, in your circle, in your tribe in 10 years' time from now? Because we can all get in a habit of just moving, and then all of a sudden 10 years passes and we're just repeating whatever we've been doing. But when you actually sit with yourself and ask you those core questions, that's what I'm hearing from myself, which is so powerful. And it reminds me of like a couple of years ago when I actually first started to do that. And then I started to have all these experiences of the Awakening program, and then meeting Matt Gamble, and just all connecting exactly like you're saying, like it's a magnet. It's your energy pulling these people from all ends of the world in, because now you're vibrating on this frequency, and you have an intention. When you're clear and you have an intention, you're putting it out there to the universe, and it's like, oh, okay, this is what you want. Let's get you more of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Can you hold on for like 1 minute?
Yep.
I'm gonna run into the store.
Yeah, man. I'll hold on. I'll be here.
Yeah, you be there. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna
We're back, Jimmy. Back in the car.
go back in the car,
Yeah, man.
going to work. So
Even
yeah,
like
I just
touch on the jinkies. I was just thinking, because you mentioned at the start and you're flowing on jinkies, but if someone's listening, they might be like, "What's jinkies?" It's very similar to human design. Hey.
yeah, this is my like perspective on gene keys. It's like uh, the person who started gene keys. Uh, I think he's an apprentice to like this human design. Like he's
Okay.
studying it. So his human design is more masculine, more direct, more information. The gene keys is more of the feminine touch to like the coloring of this astrology. So gene keys in the like the purest form is depending on when you birth, so it's an astrology kind of chart where you put in your birthday, name, uh, well, the birthplace and time and so on. And depending on that, you get these keys. Like you have 64 keys, and each key has like a gift and also a shadow. And that's what I like with gene keys, that they inform you of the shadow, but in the shadow you have your gifts that you can bring out to the world, like your soul purpose. You can actually activate all gene keys in your life, but you have this collection of keys that was with you when you were born. So like I'm a 38 in my I don't know if you call it your, not your life purpose, but your life path is 38, and that's the shadow is struggling that I'm fighting always, and that's the shadow I'm fighting for the hell of it. Like it doesn't need to have any purpose in the shadow, but I think it's in the gifts in my life path is when I have uh, like you get resilience, I guess. Like you get this patience of getting stronger in that. And then you have something called city, and city is like the ultimate human experience of the gift. So my life purpose, which is for my fourth gene key, I think it's 53 or something. It's like the city in that one is wisdom. This is what I'm my life purpose, like collecting wisdom, sharing it. And my radiance is I think it's called radiance. It's networking. That's what I've been doing for 15 years before I looked at gene keys.
Yeah.
And looking at these four, like first four gene keys in your life is like your foundation. Then you have like the Venus freak, the Venus sequency, and that's telling you the first 7 years of your life from 1 to 7. Then you have the 7 to 14 key. Then you have the 14 to 21 key. Like what did you collect in your life in your childhood? And that leads to like the pearl in the gene keys. Like, well, what's your end game?
Mm.
And that's pretty amazing.
It's interesting, because if it's anything like human design, it's actually so interesting how they all correlate, or they all actually are in alignment with our experience.
Yeah, it's so accurate. Like
Yeah.
I'm blown away by it. So Oscar Nygren that is coaching me in this. He's like seeing, yeah, and this yin key like mirroring the other yin key of being not enough. Like I'm losing control in my networking, regardless to me being not enough for me to be accepted by myself. Like
Mm.
it's it's profound.
Yeah. It's incredible. Hey? And do you like do you feel like it's just a tool, Jimmy? Like human design, Jinkies, they're a tool to actually be aware of all these things, and then not to be attached to like this is who I am, but more just like
Yeah,
it's
you
interesting.
don't get attached. Like
Yeah.
it's just a tool of understanding life, understanding yourself. And some people is resonate with, some people you don't. And that's the funny thing about tools. Like someone uses like a big rock, someone uses like what do you call it? A stick. Like there's a lot of tools.
Yeah.
And to build your house, you need to have your own tools. Like someone wants to hammer things, someone wants to screw things or plug things. Like they're up to them how they want to do it. And there where I'm more accepting today than I was when I was younger. That I actually have I have this thing of I believe that my tools is the best tools and the only tools
Yeah.
for other people to use.
Yeah. And everyone should
So
be
I
using
didn't
these
see it.
tools.
Yeah, and I didn't see that. Okay, they can my mom might can't handle these tools, and it's so complex about what tools you use,
Yeah.
and that's the human experience, like getting your toolbox and experience life with those tools, how you connect to nature and the energies, like
Mm.
that's for me. It's like the true human experience, like collecting your tools, your own tools, and
Love
perspective
this, bro. I love
in
this.
life.
This is exactly what I've been talking about, exactly what I was talking about with Maddie yesterday, and also like what I'm looking at for getting out to the world with my own program. It's like, here's some tools that help me, but you know all the answers inside of you. So how can you find a way to cultivate that experience of actually unlocking that within yourself? You know, and that's
Yeah,
through mindfulness, through stillness, through nature. There's so many different ways that you can tap into yourself. But who could, what right do we have to tell people like, you got to do this? You know, it's completely an experience for everybody. It's a unique experience. It's life for everyone to experience that. Um, but I did get
yeah,
caught up.
it's
I got caught up originally, and I'm like, this is the way, and everyone should know it. Same as
yeah.
you.
I know you said it in the pod with Matt, like
Yeah.
the awakening program. This is the way. This is the only way. Like it's
Yeah.
100%. But that's the thing. Like when we collaborate with each other, we can like lean into our favorite tool. So if I have a toolbox of like a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver, or whatever, but my expertise is with the hammer. So there's what I'm good at, really good at, because it's my favorite tool and I've been training for it for 40,000 hours. But I also have this screwdriver. But now I know that maybe Mark here have been training more on the screwdriver. It's his favorite tool. I know the
Mm.
tool, but I'm not an expert on it. So when we are starting to gather our favorite tools and showing it to the world and collaborating, like building a house together, we can use our favorite tools that we are expert on. So I can like trustworthy your experience with the screwdriver, and you can experience the trust of me handling a hammer. It's being that acceptance of I'm not as good as Mark on this, but I trust Mark to do the work.
Mm.
That's where the battle comes in with Oscar. Like
Yeah.
he needs a generator. He's not as maybe as powerful or has it in his gene keys as the same way as I have. And when I give of my gifts to him, for him to thrive, I do it unconditionally. Like just giving it my expertise or my energy that make him thrive, and that will come back to me also when he's thriving. So just a ripple effect of giving and receiving
Mm.
when we do it authentic. And I've been since we did our podcast, I've been that's the like the theme of my life. I'm just expressing how we should. It doesn't matter if the world ends. If we can being authentic and relate to each other, it will be okay. For real. Like, what's your
Yeah.
sole purpose? I'm here to take your food. Okay. Why? Starting asking questions. We don't know. We don't need to go back to like the ancient way of fight and flight any longer because we can communicate. We are in the 2022, 2023. It's like the years of communication for me.
Mm. Yeah. The years of communication, collaboration, tribe,
Yeah,
community,
yeah, yeah.
connection.
100%,
Yeah, I feel that, brother.
100%.
Beautiful, Jimmy, bro.
Um,
What do you got planned for the rest of the day? You starting work now, or?
I'm starting work in a couple of minutes. I'm a little
Mm.
bit early to work,
Oh,
so I
nice.
have more minutes. But
Yeah.
yeah, we can keep recording. It's not a problem. You just clip it out
Yeah.
when I'm moving.
We can, if we got a couple of minutes, we can do a checkout, Jimmy.
100%. We
Yeah.
can do a checkout. I take with me the checkout is also important for me. Like, what do you take with you from the conversation? And I take like my true core is like showing up when I'm in space with you. So it's a lot of love. It's a lot of like getting in tune with your day and your purpose by just chatting like we do. like doing this chat, like just doing this call. It's for me, it's powerful because I can feel when I'm sharing that you can receive, and when you're sharing, I'm feeling that I can receive. So it's a mutual, like, uh, kind of relating to each other, and that's
Mutual beneficial relationship. Hey,
what's that
it's
mutual?
mutually beneficial.
Yeah,
We both benefit.
it's
Yeah,
so it's a synergetic. I'm out with that.
man. I can just hear this ringing, bro. Just this
Same here.
immense ringing. Like I don't know what we talked about. We talked about jinkies and community. Um,
Yeah,
but
community and Yeekeet.
but what I'm taking from that is, brother, is like I don't have to go it alone. And probably I guess I'm similar to Oscar. We both got that manifestor in us as well, where we think we got to just this is it and we just got to do it all ourselves, but we don't. And it's probably a great takeaway for me and for anyone who what chooses to listen. It's like you don't have to go it alone, and there are people around you, whatever you're doing, whatever experience you're in, to help you, to guide you, to you know, if you just open yourself up and trust that, but you have to trust yourself first for you
Yeah,
to open up and then to allow the energy to come in. And that's what I'm taking from this call, brother.
thank you.
Thank you, man. It was such a beautiful, spontaneous moment, hey.
Yeah, it was. Well, when we're there, Happy Pod, I actually have like more time. I just didn't want to change the view of like walking around and stuff. So
Right, it's all
nice to
good,
do a
bro.
checkout before
Yeah.